Hello gang, welcome back to AscChat episode 5 with me, No Vision, Garasu,
Yep.
Zorns.
Yeah.
Instantly,
I'm
he's
playing
kicked,
him,
he's so toxic. And our new AscChat member, welcome to Wolf.
Yo, ¿cómo está?
Yo.
¿Cómo está
Yay.
biblioteca?
Muy
Woohoo!
bien.
Ooh, episode
Yeah.
5. I am not prepared at all. I haven't eaten anything. I've only had liquor so far.
That sounds like a
So how are
W,
we
no?
feeling today?
Feeling great. A match
I'm in
between
aim labs right now.
me, Garasu, and Wolf, 3 hosts.
Hmm.
It's happening soon. A match after this podcast. We're gonna play, and I'm feeling great
Rule
right
type
now.
of food.
Exactly.
I'm feeling great.
I'm feeling pretty
Alright,
sure.
okay,
I'm
I
not able
just
right
got
now.
informed by
Yes, new high
Kentucky that I
score.
need to drop Garasu from the podcast because I can't have too many people from LFT. So
Yeah, but you also have like 3
unfortunate.
Dutch.
Zorns,
So
you
like,
also
what?
dropped. You're getting replaced by Ari.
Okay.
You also have
Out.
3 Dutch in the
Bye-bye.
podcast. I'm literally
No,
the
no,
only
hold
Asian
on,
here.
hold
We
on.
need to
Wolf
have
Belgium.
everyone.
Three Dutch.
talking
Yeah,
back,
Wolf.
no
Yeah,
talking
Wolf.
back.
He's more or
Guys,
less the
the
same,
Wick
bro.
is
Like, what?
taking
You
king
speak the
over again.
language,
It's
the same.
90 like whatever the fuck it was, 18 something, maybe 1600. I don't know when the Wick was like at its prime.
Okay.
I think
So,
it's 2025 actually.
what are we gonna talk about today? We have some graphics made by mids. We have 2 graphics made by mids ready for today.
Yep, just getting fired soon.
Some post-match results. We can talk about some matches, and Garasu also made something for us. It's a tier list. We're gonna do the mid-season power rankings today, guys. We're gonna see which
That's
teams
it.
are the best and which teams are the worst. Mid and an A. Anyways, No Vision.
Yeah.
Would you be so kind to pull up
First match,
some match
we're going to
results?
talk
First
about. We're going to
match.
talk about the Desperates versus Second Direction. Now, hear me out here. I've said it from the start. Dan, good player, definitely hard carrying this team, being forced on off roll, and finally he's been performing lately. Beating Second Direction. They played without Gaia, which is honestly half the reason they're losing. Yeah. Bloss plays
Who did
ISO
they-
should be
was-
banned.
MTR Witless subbing in for Gaia?
Yep.
Okay.
He played pretty good, to be honest. Like, he's the second only
He's not
person who's positive
Playing
on the team.
bad, but like for
Yeah, but their
I don't
roles
know what
are,
map, but like what
cooked,
one
no?
map they just didn't play a duelist. Second
Was it
Direction,
on Icebox?
which I guess it's probably on Icebox.
Yeah, it's very doable on Icebox.
No, but
but-
surely, surely I think like it's really hard to tell if like, you know, like Gaia being there would have affected it,
Mhm.
just because I think according to what I've seen, I think Desperates still played really good, and
Yep.
issues
Yeah.
from Second Direction are kind of still there, in my opinion.
I was watching the video. The Desperates uploaded a voice com video about this match. 30-minute long watch. It's pretty fun to watch. In my opinion, what I was just when I was listening to the voice comms, just the amount of calming Dan was doing, and just mid rounding and calling. I think Dan just is playing a huge part in the second and not in the Desperates' win, because I feel like I heard him the most, and he was saying some good stuff and playing well,
Mm.
and and he's fragging minus, even though it's -3, it's not bad at all. So big ups to Dan, and of course, you know, big ups to Blas as well, just going +13, being the
Good
goat.
performance.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, really well.
11 first deaths, only 8 first kills. I mean, if you look at like first kill, first death ratio, I think Second Direction really just did not capitalize a lot. They got the first pick, but they just didn't win the round afterwards, which is very, very unlucky.
Yeah, I feel like Desperates are really good at like capitalizing off that like chaos
Mhm.
and kind of like thriving in it. And at the same time, I do think, what is it? I think Dan,
Mhm.
like in a really like good team environment. Like I played, like, you know, one match of Premier with him. I thought he was actually really decent in terms of like kind of getting the comms up, getting the vibes up. Like he plays serious. It's kind of like Big Chair, where I feel like when you play 5-stack with him, it's kind of shit. But like if you're playing in like a serious setting with like a serious comp, a serious like environment, he can thrive in it. And I think this is, he's been proving it so far, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean,
Plus, the Desperate are just a really funny team.
Yeah.
I
True.
always was a Dan believer. That's why I got him for that Premier team. But that's also the reason why I dropped him after 1 week.
Well,
You didn't even drop it after 1 week. You dropped it after a day, bro. Like what?
Guys, sometimes a bird can fly the best when he's out of his cage, and Dan is uncaged, and you can see how he flies now. Even though he has Bird
Wow.
on the team, and that guy can probably fly better than him, but like still, Dan has been popping off. Awesome teammate when it gets to it. For me, he's more just someone I play with when I want to have fun.
Uh huh. And what are you thinking about Team Second Direction? Because
they're crushing
they
Dan.
did have their win over Burn,
yeah.
and it was looking up for them. But now Gaia is not playing. I don't know if she's going to return and
Yeah.
play again. I don't know what's up with Gaia, but can SD get like on a positive trajectory, or do you what is happening with them here? Because Mr. Kunders had a plus 15, 12 and 7 first kills first devs. He's a really fucking solid game. I'm not going to lie.
Mhm.
Yeah. After the first match, the Second Direction won, I was like, okay, it is going to be over because their Haven looks really good. We got 2-22 stomped by them, so I was like, okay, this is going to be over. But when I actually saw them play Haven, you just saw that the Desperates were just in a better control. Even though they lost the first fights so many times, they still just came back, came together, good mid rounding, and absolutely destroyed the team on that map. And you can see the same on Icebox, a little bit more shaky, but still really good.
Yeah. I think, personally, I think just Second Direction is lacking a lot of firepower in the team. I think their ascendants are mainly more setup. They're mainly just stabilizers. They're not really like fragging out like, for example, a Dan would do certain games, or like a Cymark, you know. They are trying to set up their immortal, and with only Kunders in that position, I don't think they will be able to just get back to good form, and they'll probably go crashing down.
That's a pretty rough take, honestly. Well, I want to leave this talk off on a positive note, because I think they can make it back, and I'll highlight someone in SD. I think Heels, he's been improving. Like he's been improving a lot lately, and just been better. Kes told me he was playing with Heels, and Heels has been shooting and improving a lot. So that might be a bright spot for them.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I heard that Mr. Kunders or someone else, I forgot which one it was, but like they were like training the kind of like lower ranks to do
Like the
stuff like they were doing
mechanics.
prac and stuff. Yeah, like
Yeah,
mechanics and stuff.
yeah.
Which is like I think that's actually pretty sick. Like you're having like some weaklings and you're trying to like make them like better at the game. Like I think that's a really good way of like kind of first
Just
of all
approaching
reinforcing the team
rivals.
strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move
Next
on to the
match?
next match, okay? Yeah.
Next
go.
match, Burn versus
speed run, let's go.
PMO. And I'm
Wow.
going to be honest, I thought PMO will be one of the best teams in the tournament. They have not lived up to this, so my
Kinda
faith in PMO is kind of gone currently. Not gonna
No,
lie.
Dan.
They looked good on Icebox. They got the win. Well done by them. But yeah, now I just feel like PMO is just
Do you
kind of
think
stuck in first
they have
gear.
like maybe like a concentration issue, or like a kind of like a stamina issue? It's weird to say, but they might that they just burn out on the last map. Do you think it's because their map was worse, or because they might have problem with mental or concentration, or like just stamina?
I
I
think the
think it's
problem is simply the roles. I think Cymorg is just a Jet one trick. Just keep him on Jet. Don't put him on race. He can be a good race, but he's not. He isn't free on race. Like put him on Jet, and he can make magic happen every single map. put him on race. He can only like go to a certain amount. The roof is like not that high for him when he's on a race. I think Denji's just yeah, he should just be on smokes. Hell, I even think should maybe go on second duelist and they go a bit more aggressive. I like the Faders on Breach. Rather want to see him on Tahoe. They signed Radical, but they haven't put in Radical yet. And I think Radical theoretically could save a lot of the problems this team has by putting him on his signature race, freeing up Cymrock to even play like a Reyna, a Jet, maybe even a Phoenix. Like I think you kind of want to free up Cymrock currently to see how this is working out because currently like it's not working.
I feel
And
like
they are at a risk of just
from
not
what I've
qualifying.
seen, Cymark has been struggling a bit this rivals with
Yes.
PMO. I don't know if that is because he himself has been in a bit of a slump, or because maybe he doesn't feel as confident, or the setup isn't as good.
I
Because I
think
did hear they had some problems with calling as well, and Radical coming in would help that a
yeah.
lot.
I think they
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I've heard that they have like calling issues and like mental issues in the team. I mean, not like literally, but like their
Like
mentality
confidence.
and they're kind of
They
like
get tilted
yeah, not,
really fast.
they get
at one
tilted way
round
too much.
wrong.
I think because I think I heard from Cymorg about how like what was it? It was on Lotus or something. It was like round 5, and it's like basically everyone has given up because like of some like mistakes they made or just like in terms of like calling as well. I genuinely think they probably need one guy to just kind of IGL a little bit more and try to like maintain the structure of the team. Because right now they're just going for the whole paper style, like everyone has their own ideas, which I feel like so far has not been working that well for all the teams that have been trying to do that. It's like having one centralized like in-game leader or like a caller or a mid-rounder is so much simpler for most teams and just like be able to have this like clear identity and this whole like game plan set out for them is really useful for players
So
like Simorg.
would you say you maybe want a Fatals to step it up a bit more in the calling department,
I think
or like get a Radical in? Like, how would you? What would you suggest here?
I personally think they might have a problem of having too many callers or too many people with ideas. Because if I look at that team, like I know Fados can call, I know Denji can call, I know Cymark likes to call or likes to do a lot of mid rounding. I know Cinder can do like mid rounding and shit. And then if you get Radical and you get another caller, I feel like you just need a
Yeah,
designated caller, and you just need
yeah, exactly.
the other people need to accept to listen to that person, even though it might not be correct all the time. You just need to listen to like one person, maybe two, and just get a general idea. Because I think this team suffers a lot from having too much brain, just too much thinking, too much voice.
They give too much brain as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that take. I think Fatals is an excellent caller. I feel like if I were to like part of the team, I would just lean to that and just like have him have these ideas. Because I feel like it's the same issue for McDonald's as well, like Yups's McDonald's order, because they have like so many ideas and so many like mid rounders that like it just gets messy in comms. And I feel like it's so especially for like these players, it's so tilting for them to have an idea out there and like somebody either doesn't listen or like wants to change it and they lose a round from that and that's just like really tilting for them. Like
All
it's
right,
really hard to recover
let's
from
end
that, I
this
feel
off
like.
on a positive note as well for PMO. They did take one map off Burn.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it
That
shows
does not
promise,
come
but
easy.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did
yeah.
take
From
one map of them, and they might have got in their own heads towards the end. But if they manage to fix that and maybe get like a caller in, get like a more or get like a or even not even change, but like get a more structural game plan and have one centralized caller, they might be able to fix it.
I think they should just play random agents each time and adapt.
Fair enough. Okay, let's move on to the other team, Burn. I mean, what can we even say about Burn, bro? They're
I
just the
mean,
fucking best team. They're
they
just
they
so
are they
fucking
are
good.
shameless. They are
Hackers.
They
no.
are hackers. Okay.
Hackers.
It's a shameless team. They're playing the game. They are playing the rules. They're playing the meta. They're going to drop Jarrow soon. Not because of any of his performance, just because Leptai after the ranked season will count as an Ascendant 1. He's an IMO 3 player, but he doesn't play the game. But he has enough matches to count as an Ascendant 1. So Jarrow is getting dropped because of that. They have no heart. There's no
So
connection
that
between
means
them.
that the best team is
They
gonna become
they
even
play
better.
to win. They don't play to make friends. They don't play for a story. They play for a trophy.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh, we have a hater on board here. Holy
But we have a
fuck.
hater on the show, man.
We have a
Holy.
hater on the show.
Okay, you can call it hate, but I call it facts and absolutes.
I was
Just
just
like
about to
Ben
say with no
Shapiro.
vision, like even though he's hating, he's 100% correct. Like there's no mistake in that.
Yeah,
You're
no.
just making
I
the
No
mean,
hate.
he's not wrong.
Dropping someone
At the
because
same
there's a
time-
better person
Okay.
on, like, there, just it's fucked. He's playing for 8 weeks and then you drop him just so you can get another fucking player in.
I've heard that he stepped down like by himself, so he like volunteered to be benched in a way. But I mean, at the same time,
I would
I
also,
do think
if
that
I
like
heard the rumors, I also would have just gone out by my own, like, by my own choice. Like if I was
but
about to get
in my
dropped, yeah.
opinion, like they're a really strong team. They're kind of a super team at this point. But at the same time, it's not like they're flawless. Like I feel like there's definitely certain like maps that are not confident on yet. Like I'd say Split, Pearl, Fracture, or Icebox. I feel like those maps, not Fracture.
I think their biggest weakness. I don't think they're unbeatable. I think their biggest weakness from what I've seen is they have slow starts. They start slow,
definitely.
and if you can capitalize and keep momentum, like when they're down 4-0, it's been happening a lot. They're down 4-0, 5-0, and then they call a timeout, and suddenly suddenly snap. They're in it. If you can somehow neutralize that timeout and keep the momentum, I think you might just be able to just like, even though it's weird they're the number one team, just steamroll them if you can just keep the momentum at the start. Because what from what I heard is why they have slow starts most of the time is because Plague doesn't warm up. He comes home and instantly starts playing. And I feel like if you just carry the momentum over, they are beatable.
I personally
Yep.
like as someone that has already beaten Kaz in the tournament final, like personally, you just need to steamroll.
The thing
them.
is,
you just need
this
to
is
be,
not
like, even
this is
though-
not this is
Yeah.
not Kaz. This is Burn. They have Plague. They have Bio. They have Tort. It's a
Okay.
different team.
But Tort was in that team.
I know, but it's still a different team.
Okay, as someone
They
that
got
knows
Fire-
Well, they didn't have
how to
Firebuckler,
win
man.
against
They didn't have Firebuckler.
Exactly,
against
it's-
Kaz in the
Fire
final.
Buckler man is plus 43. I think
Here's
that's
the
a
thing.
Kaz
pretty
is
big
plus
thing.
43 as well. There's 2 plus 43s.
Bro, like
Like
you
9
need
and
to
4
stay
first S
humble,
as
like-
well.
here's the thing. They like have so much confidence. If you get them in the final, you just need to humble them a bit. It's so easy to
Hey,
beat
I'm
them.
just saying.
So easy.
It's not.
I'm just
not
saying.
easy,
Even in
it's not
VCT,
easy.
even in VCT, it's really hard for the favorites to just win out everything. So if they really want to do this, they gotta actually like beat everyone, like basically win every single map, and not like drop the ball at the final end. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
calling it
saying if
Syntax
Zorns gets
comeback,
into final, it's already
beating
GG for Burn.
Rio.
Whoa, you know my track record in finals. I don't have the best
Yeah,
finals
no.
track record.
But
See, here's okay. No,
Zorns
no, no.
could drop
Zorns,
100 and
you guys
still
need
lose the
to
final.
beat. You guys need to beat Kez's team, not in the finals, so whoever's in the finals can just have an easy opponent.
It is not
is
a
you.
double bracket.
It's double
Is it
elimination.
playoffs? Oh,
It's double
double playoffs
elimination.
is double elimination. So
Yes.
Yeah, it's doable.
So he needs to be.
Okay, so
like,
we
he
need
needs
to
be
beat him in
beaten
lower.
Twice. It's beaten twice, or you lose to Zorn's first in playoffs, and you make the most like fairy tale run to
yeah.
the
Okay.
finals, and then beat him in the
Anyways,
finals.
let's move on to the next segment. Let's move on to the
Next
power
segment?
rankings.
Okay, well,
For
we
us
have
to-
been talking a lot of smack, so let's see. Do I still have
You've
this
been
correctly?
yapping.
Yes, I do. Perfect.
Wow.
So, tier list, perfect. Do we want to rename this stuff?
As I
yeah, we
think.
can. Yeah.
Alright, do we want?
Let's just do like 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah.
Mm,
Nah, I feel like S tier is like the contender to win the whole thing. You know, like
I-
you can
okay.
see them
we,
like
we just
finishing
keep
top
it like
3
this,
kind
and
of
maybe
level.
we'll rename
Yeah, I
it.
think we should.
Yeah.
Alright,
Start
do
off
we want to start?
alphabetically. I think we just start off
Alphabetically?
with- well, no,
I
just
think
by
I
this,
think it's
so-
nice to have like a guideline. Like,
Team
what's the
creation.
worst? What's the best? I think it's. I think we can plop
Oop.
maybe an A and D tier.
You want to
Yeah,
go?
okay,
Oh,
let's
you
start
want to
from the
go
bottom, let's
personal?
go
from the bottom.
Ooh, this guy wants to go personal.
Just go for the obvious ones first. I think.
Let's
Just
go
go for
for
the
the
I
obvious.
mean, this is from
And I
me.
think-
We have two
I-
really
I
obvious.
I
per-
think
prefer
even
to just go like
aside from
this.
Mina, you dropped 2 other teams in D tier. I think it's Bueno
Yeah.
and Syntax. I think you dropped them in D tier as well.
I agree. I still think Mina
Damn, you
is
guys
definitely
wanna
at the
go like
bottom, but they
this?
are also
Just go
in
from the
D tier.
bottom to the top.
Okay, no,
just
I think
instantly?
I
No,
think
not
there is
not
there is
from
an
the
argument
bottom.
for Bueno. I think there is an argument for Bueno. I think Burn has to be go S tier, just because like
Yeah,
it's
I
a very
agree.
obvious one. There's not much
Obviously.
like
I
competition.
think Burn is a
mean,
sole
yes.
S tier
For
as
now.
well. I think Burn is a sole
Definitely,
S tier.
definitely. But how do
I
we
thi-
play?
I think we just
Okay.
go to this team.
I
I feel
think-
like these are the two obvious. For the rest, I want to make
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
case at least. Like I want an actual talking
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you're gonna
I
do
agree. I
this.
agree. Yeah, I agree.
This team for me, you have Owen, Codert, G Chrome, Dingus wanna play, someone else, and another no name.
Whoa.
I think that's one play got dropped. They have Dark
Deserved.
Phoenix now.
Deserved. Someone else, by the way, needs to look up the team plays. I can't tab out of this because otherwise the screen will be ruined. So
I'll
someone
go,
else
I'll
needs to
go.
do the.
I
people.
think
This team
they
for me is-
are above.
Yeah.
You know what?
Right
I'm
now
going
they
to make a
have
controversial
Coder,
take.
Owen, G
I
Chrome,
think
Dark
this team
Phoenix,
is
and
D tier.
Volatile.
I think this team is C to D tier. I think there are better teams.
I don't think
out
they're
there.
D tier. I don't think they're D tier
good.
worthy.
The team dynamics.
Because
I think they're
even though-
C.
Even though they have lost every single game and map, they played the best too, in my opinion. And they even like got
They're
really
not
close at
looking
some
good.
games. So I don't think they're D tier yet, but they're not gonna be above C tier for sure.
For me, the
Uh,
thing with this team is everyone knows how to play around this team. Everyone knows how this team will play. The moment this team tries to adapt, they lose. Like when they try to do something else, they just look very, very bad. I
Yeah,
genuinely think
I'm
this
looking at-
team is just fucked by the fact that people just know how to play around it. They have major role issues. They basically signed 4 duelists to begin with. Like it's just fucked.
I think we put them C tier. I don't think they're D tier quite
I
yet.
agree.
Because I do think they have some upset potential. They can beat some
Yeah.
teams. If Coder just has an insane map or Owen has an insane map, that shit can happen. I don't think they're D
Mhm.
tier.
I
I
agree.
think you put them C
Yeah.
tier.
Sure. Okay, girls, gays,
I think
and
in my
possibly
eyes-
dropped Zorns. Oh yeah.
In my eyes, I think what us like every tier should be. Let's say a C tier team. I think they should have a close match against like a B tier team, and like a if they have a really good game like everyone live games, then there's a chance of them beating the A tier teams. That's kind of like where I'm looking at right now. So if you put them in D tier, it'll be like it's like really hard for them to beat like the B tier teams, which I think like it's just
I
not
think it would
true
be hard
in
for them to beat the
rivals.
C tier teams.
You think so?
But we'll
Nah.
see.
I mean,
see.
we'll
We can-
eventually
we
put
can
like teams in
do-
C
we
tier,
can
and
Yeah,
then
change
you'll
we
be
can
like,
we
hey,
can
right now
we can
we-
adjust we can adjust the rankings later. Let's just move on then.
Just put it
Yeah,
in
yeah.
SC now. I think that's good.
GGX.
Girl, gays, and Zorns. Has
I
been
think
ranking up the
A.
players.
That's good looking.
They've played Shonma, and Shonma fucking hard carried, I think.
Yeah. I think
What a
Shuma might
downgrade
be
of Summer.
might be the highest rated player in the tournament because he just had 2 insane maps. I don't know for sure the numbers on that, but he might be.
To be honest,
Going
probably
pretty good
maybe.
currently. Looking
I-
very solid.
I won't talk about this because I might be
Biased.
Biased.
I think A tier
biased.
maybe.
Yeah.
A or S tier. I think honestly, if we're saying that S tier is like contender for winning the whole thing, I think S tier. Just
Yeah, I
because
I
like
agree.
kind of want to
I agree.
not put
Actually, no,
them in
let's
S
doubt
yet.
them,
Then
doubt them.
again, I'm
Put 'em A,
looking
put 'em
at it,
A.
and I don't really see any other team that comes close to S.
Yeah,
Syntax.
that's what I'm thinking.
Syntax.
Yeah.
Yes,
Syntax.
I think like okay. I
Upset
guess this
right now.
team
Clearly Bueno.
goes into the S tier then.
Okay.
By current form and how they've been playing and everything,
feel-
it makes sense.
I feel like we can put 2 teams or maybe 3 teams max in S tier, no more.
You can't
yeah.
have more than like 2 favorites in my opinion.
Yeah, I think 3 is like max 100%.
The max. There's no more because else it's just.
Right. Next
No.
one, me and Wolf cannot talk because we're on the same team.
I
and
mean,
we're
you
just
gonna
can
gassing
talk
them.
about it.
You guys are playing a lot. I think you guys are just
I think
I
you guys
think
are
you
just
guys-
plain inflated.
improving. You guys are improving as well. I
Yeah,
think
bro.
you guys might be a bit inflated, and also a lot of the points come from just playing Mina and Bueno playing Bueno 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
We cook.
Well, they wanted to play us. No,
I
not the
know,
other way
I know
around.
you said.
Let them talk, let them
I'm
talk, let them
I'm
talk.
not accusing you of doing it on purpose. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not accusing you of doing it on purpose.
Guys,
I think
But I
this...
do still think you
Yeah.
guys are playing a lot, and that just means you guys are getting better together and improving. I think it's I think A tier. for
Here's
Let's
the
see if
I
we're
think we're A.
boosted
Here's the
together
thing. They
after.
have
think we're A.
beaten so
Maybe
many
we are
teams
boosted.
already. Like, because who did they lose against? Like Burn and Second Direction, was it? Or
No, we won against secondary. We lost against wait, who was it?
Desperates?
We lost against Luminous Legion.
Oh, okay. So you lost against Burn and Luminous Legion, or only Luminous Legion?
No, and PMO
And
and
PMO.
Snake by everyone.
Oh
What the
shit.
fuck? Okay. Because I want to say they beat a lot of like the other teams, but like lost to the top ones. But
Wait,
this team's
let's-
just
let's have
all
a
over
look.
the place then.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. We were the only team that lost to Snake by everyone. Like it was a best of one. We lost to
And then
PMO.
we
lost
beat
to
Second
PMO.
Direction and Yopsips, McDonald
But
orders.
PMO
like-
was kind of cooked because we were playing with basically 2 subs or some shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got 2 with Burn.
So you're either low A or high B.
I mean, the thing is, if they are not A, who the fuck else is A?
Snake by everyone.
Bro,
Oh,
they have not won a single map except against us.
Yeah, that's actually
No,
so
they have.
funny.
They
dude. It's
they
actually,
won
like-
against Second
they
Direction,
did?
no?
When?
Didn't they win against?
No.
Oh wait, no,
they
it's
were
still,
close to winning
it's still
against Burn.
ongoing.
Don't
It's still
forget.
ongoing.
Except
They
against
were
us.
It's
close
happening.
to
It's
winning
happening
against Burn.
right now.
Oh, it's happening right now.
It's happening
chat.
right now.
yeah, the game is right now. I think we put leftovers A tier because the
Sure.
fact that they just play a lot just makes them better as well.
Mm-hmm. PMO. I mean, they're
B
over the
tier.
Okay.
place. Like they
I feel
are
like-
losing to everyone. They're winning against everyone. They're just they look
these guys are
more
a
lost than you guys.
50-50 in my opinion. They have a 50 chance of winning and just like stomping,
think
or they
this
have a
is
50
very
chance of
much
just losing.
A
It's a coin flip.
yes.
A B tier. I would say right now B tier.
I think they
Maybe
will
this is-
like
maybe
okay,
this
let's
is
look
a
at
hot take.
this. Right now,
Yeah.
we did lose to PMO, by the way. We
Mhm.
did lose.
Mhm.
But I still think that was a coin flip, and we had 2 subs, so that was cooked. I think right now, if we have main 5, we are gonna beat PMO, but I think they will beat Awesome Woolly Puppies, so I would put them in B.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
fair.
I definitely not a C tier team in my opinion.
that's-
I mean,
Still,
they-
my
they-
hopes,
my
my
view-
hope is
They have-
high enough
They
to
have a
put
lot of
them in A.
potential to get like really high. If they get the calling stuff right, like I think they're gonna be really good.
My hope is high enough to put them in A tier, but I do see why we put them in B. So I'll
Yeah.
go with you guys and
I
put them
Do
temporarily
you think
in B.
if they do what we said, if they improve, I think they are a A tier team.
Yeah,
But
of
that's
course,
just
but,
not
like, I
in
feel
my
like
head.
every team
in
we
my
talk
in my
about, like-
opinion, this is very simple. If this is for playoffs or like in like the finals or whatever, if you look at the map pool, we've got maps like Ascent, we've got maps like Icebox. This really favors their like comps. I think you can
Yeah,
play
sure.
Jet on like a lot of them.
And
Whereas,
to
like,
be honest, I
right
think
now you have a lot of
making
race maps.
playoffs isn't that hard because all the lower end teams are looking like collapsing. And you got a
Yeah.
lot of late runners in, and the head start is pretty nice to have. It looked nice when I had it, and then -90 came around.
Okay, let's move on. Are we gonna go for?
McDonald's order? I mean,
Okay, this is
just a
interesting.
team.
Yeah, this is
It's
really
like they're
interesting.
not a team. Every time when I'm looking at it, this is such a good team, and then every time when they play, like holy shit, they're awful. Like this team just does
Awful?
not make sense, man. Like
They're
when
not
they
awful.
I think they're B.
yeah,
I think
but
B.
like they just I feel like they underperform. They're just
Some
happily
games they like,
underperforming.
in my opinion, some games they underperform hard, and some games they like randomly go crazy.
I
it's
think it's just
also-
mainly like the games they look crazy. It's just Infection like just popped off. Those are the only games like where
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're like actually kind of winning, and that's just Infection just genuinely.
Yeah, I
playing
feel like the
at a high
team
level.
really supports off of Infections, like how he plays that day, how he's feeling. If he's having a good day, I feel like that team is really, really good and can beat a lot of A teams.
No, I think this team for me is just like PMO, where I think calling and overcalling is an issue. I feel like the vibes and the mental is an issue as well. Like if Infection starts tilting or something, Raul will start tilting, and then Schmiffel might tilt as well.
Yeah,
Like it's
that's
just like, but if the comms and the vibes are good, they're gonna win. But at the same time, I think it's a very similar team because like their fragging power and their kind of like map pool in general are kind of the same story. Honestly, like they have some really good maps. They have
This should
some
be a very
pretty
good
bad
team.
maps. Yeah, I think McDonald's versus PMO should be like a very, very close
I
match in my
still
opinion. So I
believe
would
in
put them in B.
McDonald's. In my personal opinion, they're low A tier. I think I still
Okay.
believe in them, but I
think
do
Teemo's
see
better
B
than
tier.
them. PMO has shown more, PMO has done more, so I don't agree with putting them.
Have they done more
Oh.
though? They literally won against PMO, and PMO have only won against us, but we won against McDonald's. It's kind of
Didn't
like a
PMO
three-way
win
tie right
another
now.
match?
I
Wait,
think
am I
No.
heavy cope? I might be a heavy cope.
I think we put McDonald's order high B above PMO, but not
Yeah,
no.
I
We'll
definitely
see. We
agree
still
with
have
Because
some
Paul.
teams to go.
PMO lost to McDonald's. They lost to GGX. They
Okay.
won against LFT, but lost against Burn. So
Yeah,
it's literally only
fair.
us.
Okay, gang, hear me out on
Okay.
this one. Syntax, I think Syntax is C tier. I don't think people like you gotta
What?
realize this is the team that got the closest to beating Burn out of most of the fucking teams. They had a shit
Wait, wait.
Sunset, but they're Lotus. Like they almost beat Burn on that map.
I'm not gonna lie. I think they're disbanding. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think they're
disbanding.
disbanding. I think they
Syntax-
quit. They're just quitting,
Syntax
really.
Lotus was 12-14, and then their sunset they got destroyed 3-13.
Yeah, but
I
that
think
to be
this
fair,
is D tier.
legit, I heard from them some people hadn't even played the new Lotus at the time. Like they didn't even know about the changes and stuff. Like they didn't prepare Sunset at all. They had no clue about Sunset.
Well, yeah, but it's
and
not like they're gonna start doing that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, real. Like,
Yeah,
good argument.
from D tier, bro. They're not playing again. I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
lie.
yeah, but I
They're-
still,
yeah.
I think they're better. I
Bro,
think they win
D
against
tier
I
most
think there's
other
only
teams.
two teams
I put
that should
put
be
them
in D
above
tier.
Major and A. Put them above Major and
I
A,
think
bro.
they're a
But
C tier team.
Yeah,
I'll die on this hill. I genuinely think they're better than Awesome Woolly Puppies.
bro, you're
Okay,
not
If
the
you want to
C-Mount
make the
Spartan.
argument that
We don't care. It's 3 against 1.
AWP played the
They're
best
putting in
team,
D tier,
Syntax
bro.
same. Like they just got fucking destroyed by the good teams and didn't play afterwards.
Yeah,
I just think if you have like, you know, not the best team, like your prep and practice is the most important. But if you're not gonna do that, I feel like even Op has a higher chance just because they have better players. Like Syntax only has like one Immortal. Like the rest of them are like diamonds and like maybe like one Ascendant or something. So like it's not really like that winnable for them if they don't do any prep at all. Like if they're not
Sounds
even
like someone is
you know,
scared of
like-
Eddie P.
all right. We should speed up a little.
yeah,
bit,
we
by the
beat
way.
them. You guys are scared of them. You guys
Zorn's always
Put
ruining
them in D.
it.
Put them in D.
GG.
I think there's only 2 teams that should be in
Um,
D, and these are the 2.
I think we
Desperate?
win
I think
as
so.
well.
Okay, the thing for me with Desperates, right? It shouldn't work. It should have never worked, but it's working. Like this is a team
like
that
the
in my head
Cloud9.
is overperforming
They
like
are. They are.
so hard.
They're the Cloud9 of
They're
the
good,
Cloud9
bro.
of rivals.
They're playing
I-
good and everything, but like in my head, it doesn't make sense that they're performing this good. They had like a Chris live game against Yopsip's McDonald's order. They like have Dan finally picking up form again. They just have Bloss walking around killing people. They're winning rounds even though they lose a lot of first kills, like the first contacts and everything. It's just they're like kind of, you know, they're falling like down a hill, but somehow they just are just winning. Like it doesn't make
They're
sense
just
to
the
me.
Desperates. They're just built different. They are just the Desperates. They do not comply to fucking logic.
It just
And their
happens.
videos are
I
fire,
don't know,
logic.
man. Like
They're
you
just-
can't put them anywhere below A tier, but like you can't put them anywhere above either.
I think high B tier is arguable, but I agree with low A tier.
Let's put
Here's
them
the
away, Tim,
thing:
I
if
agree.
they're not in A tier, then who is out of the rest? Like that's it for me. with this.
SVE might be, and I
No,
think
No,
not really.
I think Luminous Legion.
They're looking
because
good.
we're
Yeah.
let's
Luminous
just
Legion
go
is
off the
actually good.
fact. Let's just go off the fact that they are legal and that they are legal. I think Luminous Legion might be A tier as well. Then
Okay, but snaked by everyone.
B tier.
I think they're legit the middle of the pack. They are the most
Yeah.
average team you could get.
Yeah.
Like that. That's it. You just have an average team with average players
Okay,
playing
but do we
average
think
Valorant.
that Snake by Everyone can beat I Can't Lie TSPMO? Like,
Right
I
now,
think they
yes.
can. They did, no?
right now,
Do
you
you-
can?
Do you
Yes.
think? Do you think so?
I think
Yes,
they can
right
beat.
now, yes.
Like, here's the thing. Like, in my opinion, PMO should beat most people in A tier and B tier, but they're not doing it.
Okay, but here's the thing: Snake by everyone right now has lost to McDonald's, won one map against us, not even a best of 3, and lost to Burn. So like they lost to McDonald's, and they haven't really done anything else. So I don't think we can justify them saying that like PMO can't
They
beat
have
them.
they have won to some people, right?
I mean, if they're currently at
Mhm.
-6, they have. Oh wait, didn't they win against Mina? Was this the
No.
team that cashed out on Mina early?
They lost to McDonald's with 2 overtimes, and they lost to Burn, and then they won over LFT. And
There's like
against
one map.
Burn, yeah, there was one map, so it isn't that impactful. I think they are B tier because they have
Sure.
shown that
I think
they
they're B
are.
tier. Yeah.
Low B.
But sure, low B, I agree. We can put it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna
Bomb,
say
I
that.
have
I
no
know this is
fucking
my
clue what to do
team,
with Bomb.
but
D,
like
D,
Yeah.
we just haven't played.
Yeah,
Under Mina.
and
Under
the thing is,
Mina.
that's
Like
why
you
you
could
can't
you
put
could
you guys
pick up the
above B
things
tier. You
from like you could.
cannot be put above B.
The only thing for me is you either look at the performance of like the two teams combined, or you just put them in the middle because we have no clue. Like I have no clue how we'll play with this team. I think this team is good. I think we have potential, but I'm not sure because we haven't done it yet. Like it's the same for PMO, where I think on paper
Yeah,
this
I
is a
think just
good
put him
team.
around PMO then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell, I
I
might say
think
on
I think you
PMO.
guys.
paper.
I think you guys.
put them
You guys
below
probably beat
PMO.
SBE.
I think I beat
You guys
most.
probably
I'm
beat
not gonna lie.
SBE.
I think we beat most teams. Depending on if Sam is going to play.
I think put them below. I can lie piss me off, but I SPE above SPE. I can see that.
That works out, yeah.
Because I do think the players are good. No, below, but one lower, bro. One lower, bro.
Brother, this
One lower,
team, the
bro.
core of this team beat your team. Like, be humble, brother. Like, be humble.
Whoa, whoa,
Bro,
whoa.
but you guys
chill
don't
out.
you guys don't have Yamako and Reina anymore. I'm not going to lie.
If you get demolished by a
Reina was
Yamako and
cold.
Reina, you deserve to be B tier. Like, not to be that person, but like, if you get dismantled by one like silver just walking around with his dick in hand, then there's something wrong with your team.
Yes, I agree.
Chill out, brother.
Chill out, brother. Chill out.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Let's
Move
move on. Let's move on.
Second
SD.
direction? At this point, I don't know.
SB.
With
They
them.
looked
These
good.
guys are like up and down.
Gaia isn't playing now. Like with Gaia,
Up
they're
and down.
definitely a B tier
Okay.
team.
With
Without
Gaia,
they're
they
a
would be
C-tier
good.
team.
Like without Gaia, I think they're legit C, man.
No, but I think Gaia's playing. No, is Gaia not playing? I'm actually
I don't
confused.
know.
She hasn't played
what's happening?
recently,
over
I
there?
thought she was playing, but then people are like, "Oh no, she's not."
Yeah,
playing.
but
Oh,
that's
no, she is.
because she like was away for like 2 weeks or something, right? That's what I heard.
If she is playing, then I think they're good.
I think they're playing.
I mean, they're minus 13 currently. Then again,
mean,
this team is
she's
at
playing
minus
right now.
23, and we put them high up.
Because she's playing right now, so
Wait,
Is he
like,
playing?
then,
Okay,
then-
okay, no,
so
then B tier, no.
we got answers. We got answers.
yeah.
The god spoke to us.
So like somewhere
Okay.
around here.
Wait,
I would put them high B tier.
I'd
I
put
would
them.
put
I
them
can't lie.
above
I don't. No,
this.
they're not. I don't think they're gonna be above Yops and McDonald's order, but they are gonna be above Bomb.
Bro, their core
No, they.
beat Burn. I think we have to give some props. Even though they lost to LFT.
Yeah, but they
That's
lost.
true.
They,
Wait, you're
they
actually
lost.
right,
to
yeah,
us,
that's
like-
true.
I know.
They
but I'm
did
not
beat.
Oh wait,
I'm
Wolf!
not
No, no, no,
saying
Wolf.
put them
We should
A tier, I'm
put
not
them.
saying-
We should put them higher so it looks
Oh
better.
yeah,
for
wait,
us.
wait, wait. So
Like, that's it.
because we, yeah. These are like high A tier, no?
No, I'm not. I do think we should get them some props for beating Burn. I think we should.
Yeah,
put,
I think
But
but
high
not
B.
A
I
tier.
think high
Don't
B
give
probably.
Not
Syntax
A tier,
any
but
points for
I think high
making
B.
it close to Burn. Got it.
But
No.
syntax is just shit.
No.
bro.
No, you're like no. You guys are full cope. You guys are fucking full cope. I
Bro,
No, okay.
I
To be
can-
fair,
I can promise
I
you,
get what
Eddie
No
P
Vision's saying.
clears Zorn.
Because when we played against them, because when
Did
we
you
played
guys play
against them,
against
I can
Syntax?
feel that they're like a decent team. It's just they're not gonna do enough prep for it. Like they're not gonna beat some of these teams just because they don't do enough prep.
I think
Like, they don't
Syntax can beat
play
most
enough.
of these teams here. I'm not gonna lie. I think they.
Yeah, no,
definitely
I
can.
think they
No,
don't.
no,
I don't.
they're
They don't
really
play
good.
enough for that. They don't play enough for that. If they play more, they would. But like, I don't think they play enough.
they haven't gotten a fucking map yet, bro.
Blah.
They have only played 4,
They
so
not?
that makes sense.
They played 5.
Well,
They play 5. They
Five.
play 5.
Wait, did they
yeah,
play?
they played,
played
one
against
against
us.
LFT.
Guys, let's go next. Let's go next
Oh,
one. Let's go
okay.
next one.
That's true.
Bueno.
Second direction
This
A
is up, this
tier.
up.
Okay, Bueno, I think C or D. You can argue them C if you believe in them.
Wait, I want to look at
think
our
they-
game.
With
Wait,
how
how did
they've
I
been
even go? I
performing, they
forgot.
might be worse than Mina. This is
They're not worse than
genuinely the
I
bottom
guess
of the
they from
barrel.
playing both teams, they are not worse than Mina. They're not worse than
No, no,
If
there's no way.
Mina
But no,
played on normal
I don't. You guys
ping-
haven't played against them.
No, we're not putting Mina above any
No,
other
no,
team.
we're not doing that argument.
That's
how
too
you
much
argument, yeah.
disrespect.
The games we did play against Bueno were pretty close. 13-11 and 13-9. And
They're
then
not the worst.
13-7.
They're not the worst.
Wait, was Mina? Okay,
But-
wait,
but
is
they- but they
Bueno the
did-
team with
but they
like
did drop.
the,
They
that
did drop
field
a
free
player. They did
immortals?
drop a player.
Was Bueno the team that like fielded free immortals, or
No, that was Luminous
No.
Legion.
That was Luminous Legion.
how the
No.
fuck is that
Look
legal,
at-
by the way?
It wasn't.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's why they got beaten and said no, it's a scrim instead of an official game. That's what they did, right?
Got it.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think
kind of.
Buenos
whatever.
Aires-
Whatever.
Luminous
Whatever.
Legion right now
They
is a-
already
is a
dropped their
controversial
radiance.
team.
They did it quicker than I did. Honestly, respect to them. But I think they're not.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay,
Oh, the
here's what
Mets
I'm gonna
results
do.
just got through.
Okay,
Mets
yeah.
results just got through for the SD versus SBE.
Wait, what
game.
is it?
SBE beat them
It's-
2-1.
Second
Alright.
Wait, what?
direction.
We're
Oh
going.
no, never mind.
No, never mind. What the fuck are you on?
No, I'm tripping. SD
What are you
beat them.
on?
SD beat
SD
them.
beat
Okay, in that
Snake
case, put them in
Panther.
A tier. Put them in A tier. I don't
Yep.
really mind.
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
you're
just-
demoting them?
No, I agree.
Why
I
are we
fully
demoting
agree,
them?
I fully agree. 100%
Actually, yeah, we
agree.
need some more
Fine,
C
okay,
tier.
yeah,
Actually,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
We need
This
some
is
more.
good. This
Yeah,
is good.
that was
this,
mainly the
this
thing for
looks
me.
better. This looks better. It looks
I
better.
mean, this team,
Luminous Legion?
like,
Look
we can
at-
only put them in one tier. Like, they look like an A tier team, but they're cheating, so they have to go in C, no?
Okay. I will explain the
Just
allegations for you guys.
allegations.
There's allegations right now.
It's not
We won't.
Okay, yeah,
No,
go.
it's they're not official yet, so we won't put them through yet. We won't integrate in our tier list. So let's put them in A tier for now. And if they are,
If they
it's
are,
just
we put them below Mina.
yeah. If they are, we put them below Mina for the rest of the
Oh, wait,
tier
you
list.
guys were talking about those allegations. I was just talking about fielding free immos in a match.
No, because they do have some.
No.
They do. I don't know if I can say it. I don't think I'll
They
say
have
it.
performance enhancing accounts.
Yes, they not. Yeah, they had some. They had some stuff. But let's put them in A because they were really good and beat LFD.
Sure.
They were playing really
fuck it.
good.
You know what?
And
You want to
okay,
just
you
like
know what?
high cope?
Sure. High
Alright.
cope, sure. I don't
High cope.
fucking mind it.
Nah, the thing is, even when we played against them, I genuinely think we just like kind of like okay, Swift. Okay, this might sound excuse, but Swift on round 2 started saying he has a really bad headache, and like we just couldn't do anything for like the whole entire map, and we still made it close
No,
to
the
1.
thing is,
Cope.
that's kind of cope. I do agree. It is kind of
Like
cope as well.
they're
The thing is,
they're
for
a
every
good
single
team.
match, and after no, we had 2 subs. No, we had a headache. You're having like excuses
Yeah,
for
but that's-
every map.
No,
Okay, no,
Kitsuki
no,
didn't
no,
turn
we-
up
we
like
lost.
come on, man. You
This
can't
is
just do
cope.
fucking just
No, but
get
the
every
thing
excuse.
the thing is like, do you really think like them beating us, like in that case, why are we not putting SBE at like S tier? Because they beat
Oh,
us.
because they've played only 1 match and they're looking up.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
So shouldn't we guess more instead of just doing it off like what we have right now?
Yeah, I do think A tier. I think S tier might be a bit.
I think S tier is a little bit too much. No, like we were just saying they played one
I mean,
match
they're newly
against us and they
created
won,
and
so
they're
we put
instantly
them at.
taking names. That's all I'm saying.
To be
Imagine
honest,
if they
this is
get
not even that
preparation as
important.
well.
I don't care. Let's put them in S tier. Give us confidence.
Yep.
Give us
It might
confidence.
be in their 8. Like, they might be like above leftovers to 8.
I also
Yeah, until you
agree.
get beat by them, and then you're like, fuck, they're good.
Yeah, and then we changed it. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. That's how. That's
I
how.
that's
think
how
you guys
tier
are
lists
completely
work.
on
That's how
full,
the shit works.
Wow, crazy. No, no.
Wow.
Put them or like 1 below us or 1 above us.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah.
I think GGX is rated way too high for the teams they beat. Wait, actually, wait, what teams have
Okay,
you guys beat?
go D. Go put them in
Listen,
D.
Listen, I'm not saying anything. You guys put
What,
put
wait,
GGX
hold
where
on.
you
What
think-
teams have you actually
No,
beat? Because that's my
beat
question.
they beat the Desperates, they beat PMO, they beat Op. I mean, Op
Have
is
you
whatever.
guys
We
But
lost
beat
the
PMO and
the
Desperate.
Have you guys
Desperates,
lost the game?
TMO, and Op. We've lost to Scary.
Oh, bruh.
I still think they should be lower. Like,
I mean,
if you
I'm
genuinely
not
get
saying anything.
dismantled
You guys
by Yamako, then
yes.
there is then
Put-
the car is not working.
put us lower. Yes, put us lower. I'm not saying anything about our team.
All right, fixed it.
Wait,
Okay.
how is the Diamond 1 league rank higher rank than you right now, Sorenst?
Yeah, because he's fucking goated.
All right. Anyways, we should probably wrap this up.
Oh,
Okay,
damn, I got
let's-
some
let's-
strange
let's-
Steam message.
Let's
Oh, play it up, guys.
let's do
play it
our
up.
let's do our ritual. Let's bring up one of the audience
Oh,
members
yeah, hold
too.
on.
Just get an
You
audience
know,
member.
And
Oh,
I did say we are getting Nanners in here for this episodes.
Get him
Nanners,
in.
are you in here right now,
Nanners.
or do we need to get someone else?
All right,
Nanners is here. I am
All right,
inviting.
Nanners,
I get him,
give us like 21 words.
Inspirational words, bro.
21.
Strategy without
21
tactics
right now, I'm
is the
counting.
slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise
That's
before
more than
defeat.
21.
Thank
Nah,
you.
we're
Thank you
putting
for
him
that.
at more than 21.
All right, guys.
I'm
Thank you for
reporting him for
tuning
saying
in
more than
That's the
21
to
words.
this
so that's not
episode.
cool.
I'm muting Zorn.
Thank you for watching. It was-
Okay, Zorn's is muted. He can't say his line, and that's how we end the episode.
Smell you
Well done, me
later.
outplayed Zorn's. GG, go next.